Hello friends, today I'm going to give a small intro into SQL Server Integration Services, explain what it is, how beneficial it is for ETL developers, and also give a small demonstration of a small SSIS package that I'll write from scratch and also help people understand how best to grasp concept related to SSIS. So SSIS or SQL Server Integration Services is a Microsoft platform for moving and transforming and loading data between different systems. It can be used for heavy lifting and doing ETL work, where ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. So it usually is used for running workflows that shuttle data from one place to another. SSIS mostly is used for migrating data, pulling data from different sources, and automating routine transfers and also scheduling. So some of the core components of SSIS. SSIS is a single SSIS basically is ultimately a file. So basically, SSIS package is a unit of work. It's a single file which is having DTSS extension, and this file contains everything: the logic for doing the ETL job. That includes the source, the destination, the transformation logic, and everything. We can manually schedule them using the SQL Server agent, and it can also be triggered from ASP.NET or other applications. It has many components, so I have listed down three of the most important components just to help my listeners understand what they are. So like it has the control flow, which basically comprises of the different sequence of tasks inside the package. The data flow, which is the most important, where the actual ETL happens. It moves data from the row by row from source to destination, does transformation, merging, and other activities. And connection managers, which are basically nothing but connectors. So SSIS can connect to the outside world with the help of them. So they can be flat files, FTP servers, Excel file, SQL Server, Oracle, and others. There are many advantages of SSIS. So it comes by default with the SQL Server license. It's a visual ETL developer friendly tool. So you can develop ETL packages visually. The drag and drop features are quite helpful. You don't need prior knowledge of Python or others. It has strong performance on structured data as per analysis, and it has wide range of connector support and has mature tooling for monitoring. So I know, many people who are listening right now are developers having more than 5 years of experience. So, uh, anybody who is a fresher, this video is also intended for them. Um, any uh, any developer who has .NET background and has worked on the in the industry for 2 to 3 years can also very easily grasp concepts related to SQL Server Integration Services. So I'll now pause my presentation and will show the database that I'll be using for extracting the data, and before I start with developing the package. So this is a small database task. So this is for a UI where the user can continuously can get prompted to input his task status and also give a description. So this is the final table, the task table. So as you can see, there are different statuses and the task name and description given, and this is the progress table. So these are the different statuses: is status, started, in progress, and others. I have prepared a query, so that is going to give me the task name, task description, and also the progress. So in the SSIS package that I'll be developing, so I'll be taking this as this query or this as the source, and will be segregating the data between into two different files. One that will comprise of the in progress data, which will be a CSV file initially, and also another file which will not having which will be having the non in progress data. at a later point of time I'm going to transform this data, convert the entire CSV file generated into PDF. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So I'll start. So I am using Visual Studio 2022, and I have what you will be needing is the data tools. While you install the SQL Server, while you install the Visual Studio, you need to install the data tools. And apart from that, you need the SQL Server data tools SSDT separately to ensure that you have all the BIDS related stuff installed, which includes integration services, reporting services, and analysis services. So I'll go to the integration type of service project. I'll select one. I'll name this project as integration services demo. Yeah. So this will create the environment for my SSIS package. This is basically a DTSX file. So on the right hand side you will find the solution explorer, which has the DTSX file, and on the left hand side you will see the toolbox that has the different tasks like data flow task, execute flow task, and others. So like you know for the interest of time, I have saved certain files and in my local, so that this demo does not become very long. So I'll start by declaring some variables. So what you need to do is just right click on the window, and you have to select the variable option. In that you have to click on the add variable option. Now I'm declaring some variables over here, like I'll be using two files. So I am using two variables. One I'll be naming as file connection 1. I'm selecting the data source as string because it's a file's path, so it has to be a string value. And I'll choose this as this path as the destination, and I'll name it as in progress, or I can just keep the path from now. I'll declare another variable. So there are many SSIS developers, I'm sure, who have joined this call, and there are lots of conventions that we follow, things like proper variable name and others. So I quite agree this may not be the right convention, but in the interest of time I am just showing a small demo so that it's easy for anyone to understand. So I'll need a OLEDB connection. So I'll create one OLEDB connection as a source for my database. So I already had created a connection earlier, so I'll just use that for now. So to start with, I need a sequence container. So from containers I need to drag this into my canvas, and need to use this in the control flow. So I I have created one sequence container here. Uh, the next thing that I will do is I'll need a data flow task. So I'll select the data flow task, I'll drag it into my window, and now I'll go to the data flow task. All you need to do is to double click on the data flow task. That will take you there. So what I need right now is a source. So as a source assistant, I'll take this. So SQL Server. Uh, I need to select new. Uh, this is the name of my server. I have to select the initial catalog. Task DB. Okay. Okay. Now this being my source, all I need to do, I need to edit this one. So there are different ways by which I can extract data. So some of the data access modes are like table or view, SQL command from variable. So I'm using the SQL command for this example. So I'll be using this query as a source. I can preview the data, and I can easily see the columns from here. There is a error output thing also, but that is a different topic altogether. So ideally, any developer would want normal happy path and also error flow. So the two arrows that you see, one is for the OLEDB source to the happy flow, and also there is a red arrow that deals with the error part of it. So in an ideal SSIS package, you have to have both. So but in this example, I'm just going to do the happy path only. So this is my OLEDB source. What I need next is a conditional split. Uh, it's a conditional split control. So I will be segregating the data that I am receiving into in progress and not in progress. So all I need over here is I need to select the column that I want to use, drag it here, and put a condition here. I'll put equal to uh, in progress, and another one, another case as not equal to. So this is my split condition. I'll keep the name simple. um, for now I am keeping the output name as CS output. Okay, the next thing that I will need is a data conversion. So I need to drag the blue arrow, which is the data that I will be fetching from the conditional split unit, into the data conversion task. And all I need to do, I need to select the case one, that is the output from the for the in progress files over here, and this is going to be data conversion input. Now the next thing that I need to do is I need to select the columns that will be appearing in this task. So by default I'll select all the columns, and there is an alias that I have to go with. So um, I'll name them as p underscore task name. These are in progress, so I'll name them accordingly. P underscore task description, and p underscore progress status name, or I'll just keep them as status status name. So the length being, you will see that there is a data type coming up. So this is nothing but Unicode string. So the description is a big field, so that has been identified as end text. So that can cause some conversion issue. So a good approach for it is to convert that into Unicode string. Now I have to handle the non in progress data also, so I'll need another sorry, my bad. I'll need another data conversion task. So this will be dealing with the non in progress data. So I'll drag it here and I'll check the case 2, that is the non in progress, into this one, and I'll expand the task. I'll again select all the 3 columns, and here I'll name them as np as alias. I'll to keep this as Unicode. Okay. Now I need to create a destination. So you will find that if you scroll down, you will find a lot many options. So all you need to select for this is you need the flat file destination. So I'll be creating 2 CSV file, and from that CSV I'm going to convert this CSV into PDF. That can be sent as an email or whatever, but for now I'll just convert it into PDF. I'm taking this as a flat file destination. So for the flat file destination again, so I'm using this path as the destination path. So I'll select a new one. um, you have to choose the delimited. Since I'll be using CSV, I have to select the delimited option, and I'll keep the name as FS1 for now, and select the path, and keep the name as, for example, in progress .csv. Yeah, I have to keep the format as delimited. Rest, and I have to select the column names in the first row. This option has to be selected, and you have to, if you are using a different kind of a delimited uh, file, then you have to select it from here. There are other options available like semicolon, vertical bar, and others. So yeah, so all that is left is like mapping the columns. So you can go to the preview also. Here you won't be able to find much, so all you need to do is select OK. Then you need to go to mapping. So you need to delete some of the unnecessary columns that are there. So these happens because you are using uh, the data conversion. So select here. It's not that. I'll keep the mapping as it is. So I have to use the alias. Okay, the rest. Yeah, actually, what happened was, like it's really confusing because you are using the alias over here, input column and alias. So all of them is considered as like 3 plus 3 6 columns now. So in the destination it will be asking for you all the three. So all you need to do is map them into the corresponding destination column. You need to select the p task name because that is your source from the data conversion. Then you have to select the flat file for the other one. So you need to select from the data conversion one into this one, and now you have to create another you know file connection manager. So I'll name it as fs2, and yeah, I'll select this, keep the file name as non in progress. Okay, keep the column names as in the first data. Yeah, so uh, a good thing what I missed out in the last example is that you see there is a lot of duplicate things that are coming. So in the advanced window you can delete these you know these extras that you are getting, and you can rename the columns directly over here. So that will ensure that don't have to keep any column mapping, you know uh, I mean not mapped, so you don't have to put anything in the ignore progress status. Okay, now you need to go to the mapping. So that's it. Now I am done with the data flow task. Now all I need to go is to go to the container and the sequence container right now. Now all I need is a script task over here. There are many ways of converting a raw CSV file into PDF, but I thought let's explore this task. Uh, just a word of caution, like this is a task which will be very familiar for .NET developers. I'm sure there are many .NET developers here as listeners. So it's very easy for a .NET developer to pick up SQL Server Integration Services because a lot involves like they're doing things visually and also doing a lot of C sharp or VB code. You can put your C sharp and VB code inside. So this task is entirely for that. So you can you can put your code, .NET code into that. But for professionals, this task is rather avoided, and some workaround is done to avoid using this task. So this is entirely because in production environment sometimes we can get a lot of issues because of using this task. So but I'm using this example just for just to explain users, and it's a good starting point for many freshers and people who are new to SSIS. So this task will be doing the activity of converting the CSV files into PDF. So all you need to do is you have to extend the data flow task into this and then double click on it. Now I'll need some read-only variables. So I created a couple of variables when I initially started the developing the package. So I'll select them as read-only. I won't be making any changes in those variables. So I'll select that. Now I'll go to edit script. It takes some time to load your Visual Studio. So by default, this DTSX is in 64-bit. It's expecting 64 expected to run in 64-bit system operating system. But there was an option earlier available where you could go for 32-bit also. So sometimes you may want to debug this this script task. So you just put your breakpoint here, and sometimes the breakpoint doesn't work. So uh, the reason being, your SSIS package is configured to run on 64-bit, so you can just turn the 64-bit support to false, and it can work that way. So I will be using itext sharp for this conversion of CSV file into uh, PDF. Uh, uh, I have kept the code handy to do this. So one thing that I feel that everyone should know. I earlier mentioned that script task is a problematic task. This is one of the reason could be this. So I'll be using iText Sharp. So most of the developers would be thinking that okay, iText Sharp, I just need to go to NuGet package. I just need to search for this particular package. I just need to install this this package over here, and voila. It's not that easy. The problem is, uh, once you close this window, the scope is lost. So it doesn't remember the package that you have installed, and it doesn't remember what you have done. So when you are actually in the production environment and you are deploying your package, so all you need to do is like you need to write the code like this. You need to install your package like this, but also you need the DLL files available, and you have to use a GSE GAC util to ensure that it is in the registry, and then you have to pick up the DLL file from that specific location, and you have to load it. So like I said, I mean, just adding this in your you know in your NuGet package is not will not do the trick. So I have the iText Sharp kept in this particular location. So I downloaded it from the internet only. So yeah, so all you need is the path. Okay, and you need a method to register to that event. So that has to be called in main, initialized in main rather. And I'll put the main branch and main generation code. I have to import the system.reflection here. Yeah, that's it. So these are the two variables. Just to explain briefly what this code will be doing. So this will be reading the two file paths, basically reading from my CSV files, and will be generating the two PDFs for me on the go. So as I explained earlier, I put the iText sharp DLL over here path, and this is going to be loaded through a specific function. So after that is loaded only, this 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 actual code is effective. So all you need to do right now is like build the code. So after successful build, all you need to do is just close this window. And I'm just giving this a reminder every time, although it may sound a little irritating. Every time there is an issue, there is a there is a something that you need to debug. Okay, you need to open this this you need to open this particular script task. You have to include the specific that DLL that from NuGet, and you have to run it. So there is no other shortcut. uh, this is how it works. So there's an extra bracket over here. I'll build it again. So in the real environment, the connection and others are picked up from an XML file, and those are loaded on runtime. So that, and during deployment you either do it through an agent, or you can call it from ASP.NET application also. That's entirely a choice of the team. So my package is ready. I've kept it simple, just two tasks. So this is my destination folder. So I'll run this. I'll do a build prior to that. Now I'll run it. As you can see, in the first, the data flow task will run. So I'll go inside. So my task has run successfully. So in the files, okay, there are two files that are created. So one is in progress. As you can see, this is the output, and one is non in progress. There is some issue with the script task. So files. Okay, I'm sorry, I could not give a perfect demo, but this happens in actual environment. So it's not something that you cannot expect, or things are going to be smooth and just like that. And I mean, this is just for understanding purpose. I'm using script tasks, but in actual environment, we always have to find workaround for script tasks. So .NET code, you can create a console utility that can be called through through some task, and that's the best approach. Just for learning, I'm just using this task. So so now yeah, I got the path. Um, okay, it's still not updated. So you will find a PDF file already generated. Okay, this is because this path that I had given is wrong. So it's irritating, but once you get used to development, and in the real environment, it is very easy to do these things. So thanks for all your patience. So I need to update the variables. Okay, it's done. uh, I'll save it. uh, I'll, I'll delete the two files that has been created. Okay, and run it once again. So now I'm expecting the file name to be correct here. Yes, it's to be correct. Okay, I will just run it. So it's done. So you'll find two PDFs created over here. One is the in progress, and the other one is the non in progress over here. Okay, I'm sure that this demo was a long one, but thank you all for watching. In next videos, I'll be sharing more details on how to work on for loop and other containers. Thank you all for watching.